Hi guys, NoleJp. Welcome back to more Construction Sim 2015 on the Gold Edition. And today we are doing episode number 24. And if you remember on the last episode, we built the double pool here over at the soccer field complex, not with its own diving boards and play area for the kids and some tables and everything like that. So what was supposed to be a really long job turned out to be a very short job and very efficient job. So with that, we are going to take on our next job, and I saw something new pop up on the list that I wanted to try to knock out, and it's this one, the large townhouse. Oops, sorry, went backwards, for the Lawn family, and $435,600. It's not too bad, actually. There's quite a bit of just a little, I think most of it's probably because of this excavation, which is why the game thinks it should be 5 hours long, but it's not going to be that bad. It is going to ask us to pour some concrete at 2 different intervals and then one more down here. So we're going to get started on this. We're going to try to do this as quick as we possibly can, take a huge payday for this, and really get us moving with some bigger trucks and so forth on the next episode. So let's go ahead and get started with this and see what it's all about. Okay, so first job is to check out where the construction site actually is, and it's all the way back here on the other side of town. That is just fine, because I need to get all my trucks and everything moved back to that side of town anyway. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm stuck. Had to take the long way around. I guess he can't jump as high as I thought. Okay. We're just going to take this right back over here. Everything is already back on this side of town, which is fabulous. Hop in here. 808 bucks, not bad. Where is our job site? Oh man. Well, this is going to be very interesting. We are on one of the very busiest roads in this entire game, and this is rather different. Let me look at one thing here before we get started. Excavate the marked area and get some rebar. Okay. Well, doesn't say anything about transporting this time, which is nice. It looks like where our crane is going to go here if we do need to move some materials to a higher level, but we will address that if and when that comes up. So, first job here is going to be to get this dug out. So, let's get started. Hopefully everyone is having a really awesome day. Today is my 4th day back from vacation. It is rather cold here in Florida today, which is a little different from the normal. Especially at this time of the year, we should be getting a little bit more warm weather coming back to us, but right now it is cold, so I have chosen to do nothing today except for watch sports and play an episode of Construction Sim. I know, super exciting. Maybe my friends will be up for doing something a little bit later today, but for right now, we are gonna dig. Okay. Oh, big buckets. That's what we like. Big, big buckets. That'd be pretty cool. Back in the background back there, you have like a storage unit kind of place. That'd be pretty cool to use a crane and, you know, get like 100 wall panels and put them all together and make one of those kind of facilities. That'd be pretty different. Who knows what the game is going to look to have us do. I'm just going to start taking a lot more of these new type of contracts now that we've got some different type of trucks and everything. just to keep it interesting. You don't really want to do the same job twice, and I haven't done the same job twice so far yet. Unless I'm just missing something, but... Like in some of our past jobs, we should be getting the flag here shortly that'll ask us if we want to keep digging, and obviously I will say no. There it is. Okay. So no, I don't want to keep digging. I've dug enough. Get out of the hole there. There we go. Okay. Rotate around. And trust me guys, anybody who's watching this video for the first time that I've been playing it, digging can be a hassle. The game doesn't absolutely require that you complete the entire dig in order to progress with the item. That's why one of the mistakes I had from a long while back was spending just an absorbent amount of time doing digs. But they're really not needed anymore now that the game will allow you to progress out, so which I will absolutely take. I have no problem moving on to some other things. So okay, so we're gonna leave that there. I need to hop in my flatbed truck with the crane because we have to go get some rebar, which will literally be right here around the corner at the materials dealer, and we need 4 of these. I'm going to try to avoid taking my crane over to the job site unless it's absolutely needed. It doesn't appear that we're going to need the crane on this one, but it is a multi-level structure, and sometimes those type structures do need crane to lift stuff up to multi-levels, so we'll see how it is. For right now, we need some rebar. Perfect. What else are we gonna need? Let me just go ahead and buy everything while I'm here. Active jobs. Okay, so rebar, pour concrete. We're gonna need 4 large bricks of clay, 2 ceiling and 2 concrete bags. 4 large bricks of clay, 2 ceiling, and 2 concrete bags. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 ceiling. What is the ceiling? Oh. Oh, that's a little different. We haven't had those before. They're like paint cans. Okay. But for now, our job is to just check and see, is it close enough? I totally messed that up. I was trying to level myself up. But that didn't quite work. Okay. Alright, so if you guys watched the last video, we learned that we can do double stacks with rebar, so I'm going to get these up and on this truck just as fast as I possibly can here. Okay. Bear with me for just a second. I just need to get these bottom 2 in here because it's a very compact space, and I have to get these snugged up here right on the side in order for this to work, so. This is nuts. Sorry guys, bear with me. I don't get it. From one episode to the next, it's like 2 different physics happen here. Sometimes the game just drives me nuts. you could set stuff in here 2 times in a row on 2 different missions, and the game acts completely different both times, so I don't quite understand it, but we're going to get this in here. Bear with me a minute. Let's try this side first. There. Thank you. Finally. Okay, well, I know now for future that putting the left one in first will allow the right one to go in there pretty snug, so... Looks good. Let's go ahead and get this last one stacked up here. Okay, that looks good. Well, that took a little bit longer than expected, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom these over to the construction site here so we can get moving with a new piece. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this right over here to the construction site. I actually kind of like that this job site is right here on the main road for a change, where we don't have to, oh my goodness, spend all day weaving through traffic and different side streets and everything. Okay. And I can't drive straight. Finger slipped off the keyboard there. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that's what happens when you're not paying attention. You missed the job site. I thought we were down the other end of the block, but I guess we are. Right here. Okay. That was a fail on my part. My bad, my bad. Okay. Take a quick peek here. Alright. Yeah, this is very snug in here. Do need to hop out real quick and not fall in the hole. There we go. Let's just chuck these other few off of here. Let's get there. Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. Wonder if the crane would be any faster in oh, can I drag these in here? Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. See that? Okay. Rebar's in. We just need to get the truck out of here. And then we are going to do a little concrete pour. So, let me... Oh, man. We're going to leave that there. Now we need to pour concrete into the prepared elements. I think the easiest way... Interesting. We can go down in here. Whoa. These are like dorm rooms at a college or university. Okay. Well, I think our easiest way is going to be to grab our concrete pump. Go ahead and take this over to the job site. I don't want to spend time trying to fill that space up by moving the concrete mixer around, so... don't hit the sign. Let's get this in position first, and then I'll figure out where I can put my... I don't know why I just did that. I'm impatient. I can't wait for traffic. Oh, so close. So close. So if we get this in position first, then we can see how much... I have a feeling I'm going to be stopping traffic. And it's going to have to wait for me, too, because this thing is a monster. I left my excavator and everything over on the other side of the street there so that I don't miss the job site again, just as a reference point here. So let's do something like this. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm not blocking traffic. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go grab our concrete mixer. And we still have 86% concrete in this bad boy, so at least we know that concrete goes a long way, because we've already poured a bunch of concrete out when we did the mayor's pool 2 episodes ago, and this is still the leftover from that fill that we had on that pour. So looks like concrete is very lasting in this game, which is great. Less trips to the gravel plant that we'll need to do. So we're gonna have to... Oh, of course, the whole street and then the one AI car. And we just cracked the new mile mark, $1.5 million. I've never had $1.5 million. I probably have. I mean, I've obviously earned more than $1.5 million so far playing this game, but I've never had that in the bank available for me to use. So we are into new territory here. So I'm going to take this. No traffic. Good. get that into position. Good. Okay. What was the command? I keep forgetting the command to swing the gate open. There we go. Rats. I should have did that before. Okay. Alright, let's unravel this thing here. What is catching? There we go. Right. And alright, there we go. Okay. Now that we've got this thing unraveled, now we can start pouring concrete here. Try not to make a mess. Oh. Yeah, this isn't too bad here. Oh. I'm trying to learn these controls to okay, so we are halfway done already. I'm just gonna keep evenly pouring this out. It's really not that bad once you kind of get a hang of how the machine works, and I think on my last time I used this, I was trying to do it at an odd camera angle, which was preventing me from getting the pour done accurately and quickly, so I decided that this time I'm going to keep the truck kind of in my lower part of my screen here. There we go. Oop. A little bit on the stairs, no big deal. Keep the truck here on the lower part of my screen so that when I use my controller to, my PlayStation 4 controller to pour, that I'm going in the same direction that the machine is, or that I would normally do if I was going up, down, left, or right. So we are close here. We are super close to being done. Maybe just a little bit of corner here. Oh, come on. No. Just a little bit more concrete up here. There it is. Okay. I now have to clear. So there we go. We poured out our first slab. It now wants me to clear those. I need to get in here though. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm literally just going to leave that right there because we're going to need it again. I don't seem to be blocking traffic. Oh. What does it need me to do? Oh, it already gave us the slab. I don't even have to move it. Okay. Now it wants me to drive to the building's material dealer. I always like these stages because they give you credit and move you up to the next space just by driving to the area. So we are making progress. We are already about 30% done with this, and we really haven't spent that much time on the job yet. I'm getting better at that construction pour, guys, so bear with me. Just like any truck that we've got in the past, it takes, you know, a few times of using it before you can really get a solid handle on the maneuvering and the mechanics of it there. So okay, so now we are going to load all this stuff here. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, those are some very tall canister sets right there. Paint cans, primers, whatever they are. So we are going to have to figure out, I think I'm going to put those all the way at the back end, just so that my crane doesn't get interfered with when I'm trying to pick up bricks and everything. Okay. They seem very compact too, so this shouldn't be too bad to get in here. Okay. Just like that. Alright, so we've got everything in here except for one bag of concrete, which I'm going to put on right now. This should effectively get everything done. So let me hop out real quick. There we go. Everything attaches just fine. Good there. Okay. So all we need here for this first piece is 4 large bricks of clay. Perfect. Okay. Traffic is out of control today, and crazy people who just like to walk through moving traffic. Come on, come on, get moving. Right. Speed by this guy here. Uh-oh. Now I've got a problem. Now I've got a problem. Because the, oh boy. What are we gonna do here? Well, I can either... Hold on, I've got to get myself turned around here. I think I'm going to back these in here. And I'm going to enlist the help of my crane just so I don't have to move everything 500 times. Not this crane, my other crane. Although I don't know if I can get to that crane. Wow. I don't know if I can I get to that? Hold on, we gotta test something out here. See, I don't know if I can get to... Or can I? Oh, I can. Nice. Yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I could actually get to... Oh, no. I'm floating! Oh, wow, that was weird. Can I... What in the world is going on here? Okay. Let's quit messing with this. I really don't have to put the things down there. So let's get in our flat top crane. Okay, we're gonna make this easy. I think this is going to come in handy when we start getting up to those other levels anyway. I'm pretty sure we were going to need the crane at some point, so... What the heck? We haven't used it in a couple episodes, so... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bricks on the loose. Oh my goodness. There we go. Like I said, bear with me. I haven't used this in a couple episodes here. It's gonna take me a quick second to get reacquainted. Everything is done by keyboard with this crane, so. There we go. Now we're moving. Ah, we're moving. Okay. And then where was that? Oh, I knocked the other one off here. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's drop this guy. Right there. Perfect. Yep. Let me get this crane out of the way here. Okay. Our next job is going to be to get the concrete mixer. Oh, wait. Sorry, I lied. I have to get... I want to make sure I attach that. There we go. Sorry it all looks a little haywire, but there is a method to my madness. More concrete. Gotta love it. So we are moving right along with this job. This is not taking anywhere near the amount of time that I thought it might to get this large job done, which is great. The shorter the amount of time that we have to spend actually getting parts of the job done, the better. Okay. I'm just going to get this in position here real quick. Hopefully the hook there from the crane doesn't cause me any problems. Oh. And let's get... Is that thing in there? Can't really tell. How did I move? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Sorry, still getting used to this stuff. You know how it is. All right. Let's get our pour on here. Looks nice. Looks nice. Oh yeah. I'm getting the hang of this thing now. Oop, oop, oop. You kind of, I think the best way to do this is to follow, keep your yellow circle kind of on the rebar line. See how I'm kind of going down right on the spline of the rebar? And it kind of keeps you from moving it all over the place. Right, there we go. Well, it's my goal anyway to try to keep it on the spline. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. Okay. We're about 70% done right now. Looking good, looking good. I think sweep through this one side over here, and this should pretty much wrap this up. Oh yeah, we're getting real close here. Real close. problem getting this boom arm to come closer to me. It's the only thing that's really causing me a problem here. So I'm going to pour. I wanted to get that spot right there, but since I can't get it, we are like, we just need a little space here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm actually going to, move this way because we're going to need to do a third level. Whatever. We're gonna block traffic here for a minute. Sorry, but it's... Oh, gosh. I don't need to be wasting concrete. Let's go with the crane. Stay there, guy. Okay. I don't think the guy next door is gonna be too happy with me banging banging items into his into his apartment building. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm blocking traffic. La da da. It's so shifty, this crane. It's so touchy. There we go. All right, last two pieces here. Okay. It bounced, but it's on there. Oop, oop. Don't want to hook the truck. It's so weird with the crane. You always want to like overcompensate with the swing motion. Okay, let's drop this guy here. Perfect. That's good. Now it wants me to clear the concrete pump, which stinks because we're going to have to put it right back again as soon as we move it. Oh. See, look at that. Oh man, are you kidding me? What in the world? Alright, anyways. Alright, so we're already on stage 7. We just need 4 drywall elements and then 4 square beams. So let's go grab the drywall elements. Let traffic get moving here. Okay. Last 2 pieces here, guys. Or 3 pieces, I should say. Just going to pick up some elements. We'll make a quick run over to the sawmill. And then we will make one last pour of concrete, and that should get us wrapped up. We are now almost at $1.7 million, which is phenomenal. We are definitely going to be buying into some new equipment on the next episode, I think, unless a job comes up that really piques my interest where we don't need it. But that is the plan for right now, I should say. Okay. Hello, I'm back again! 2, 3, 4. $2,400? Chump change. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. And I don't know how big those beams are that it wants us to get in the last stage, so just to make sure we have a full and empty truck bed available to move, I'm going to get these 4 items loaded right here and drop them off at the job site before even going to touch those beams. But with everything so close on this side of town, it won't be that bad. So. There we go. Okay. There, and then this last piece. Just like that. Just make sure they connect. Perfect. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's go, let's go. And I am looking at the clock, and remember how we said it was supposed to take almost 4.5 to 5 hours on this thing? We haven't even passed 50 minutes yet of real world time here. The program that I have that captured this gameplay here has a running clock at the bottom that tells me how long I've had the recording going for. And trust me, guys, we are on an amazing pace. Well, spoke too soon. But it has been absolutely convenient to have all the materials dealer and everything right here down the road from where we were setting up shop, so. These should be done real fast here. Okay. Perfect. Detach. Let's hop up in the crane. Okay. And whoo, it wants us to drop those in in that little tiny area there. Okay. This should be fun. Okay, all right. First attempt here. want to try to snug these things. There we go. Just like that. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And I just realized with this one here that you can spin items that are on the hook, which is nice. That definitely could come in handy in a future episode. Looks good. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. I know, I'm blocking traffic again. The AI is not smart enough to go around. This is one of the most quiet times of the game. The crane barely makes a sound. You're so high up in your crane cab that you boom! Look at that. My drywall would be shattered if that was real life, but in the virtual world, I'll take it. Okay. Alright, guys. So last piece of drywall here. Let's get this right up in here. And we're going to call that a day with... Boom! 12,400. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. This is going to be great. Oh boy. This should be fun. Oops. Wrong one. To be a good citizen, let me get this. We're going to be heading off to the sawmill up here up the road, so I'm just going to leave this right now. It's right there. I'm being a good citizen and letting the traffic go. Even though I didn't have to, I'm going to do it anyway. Oh man, we're going up to the 5th story up here. We are really going to need to unravel this. How do I unravel it from this part? Is the question. So that allows that. What in the world? How do we make it go further? I want to do... There we go. Okay. This is crazy. Just gotta spin it around. Oh, 50,000. I knew it was coming. Okay, so holy cow, how in the world, sorry guys, bear with me a minute, I gotta figure this out. I need to somehow get... Okay, so that does that. Oh. Okay. Well, I've got a problem here because I need to get the piping to go over. Oh, I see. Maybe it needs to... Oh, it folds this way. Sorry. Well, we've got the pipe out now, so need to get... There we go. I think we're starting to get it here. There's so there's so many joints in this cement pour that you kind of have to... There we go. That's what I was trying to do. There's so many joints in here that it kind of unfolds at different levels. So you kind of got to get the right joints to the right place in order to make this work. I already see a problem here. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to give it a shot. Sorry, guys. It's not like you can practice this somewhere. You just have to... Oh, oh. I forgot to put the cement mixer on. Yep, sorry about that. There we go. Okay. Okay. No, don't clip the camera here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate here I apologize if I'm not talking too much. I just want to try to get, just trying to make sure I get this in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, that guy next door is not going to be too happy when he goes up on the roof. He might see some concrete there that really wasn't there before. Alright, now we're making some progress here. Ah, we're making some progress. Oop, 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 wrong way. Wrong way. This is a lot more difficult than it looks. Trust me. Try this for right now. Let's get this spot filled up here. That looks good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we've got it flowing. And let's drag it right back over this middle section, and this should get us completed. Oops. Right here. Oop. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that was rather difficult. I definitely need to get a little bit better at that. So with that, we are done with. We're done with this guy. Let me. Now we're gonna have to get him off the job site. So let me just go ahead and put this in here while concrete just continues to pour out on the ground. Okay. Perfect. Alright, let's reset. Alright, you're out of here. You're out of here. There we go. Now we've got just what we need. Oops. Let me also get rid of this guy. Okay. That's a little bit better now. Okay, so our last job, or last piece to this job, I should say, is to make a quick run over to the sawmill. And we need to get some beams to finish up the top of our big building here. And we will chuck those up on top, and that will get us wrapped up here, and we are going to collect a huge payday. A ginormous payday. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Thank you guys for sticking with me through this. That was a little bit entertaining. Well, probably entertaining for you. Kind of frustrating for me. Only the second or third time that we've used that that concrete pour, though, so I've never had to extend it all the way up to its highest level yet. So that was a little something different as well. And that guy just got plowed by that little car. But I'm sure as we get some other jobs with some height to them, it looks like that thing can reach up there about 6 to 7 different levels, so I don't know how we're going to be able to do higher than about 6 levels. Unless they have one of those like buckets, or maybe like it runs. I don't know if you've seen massive buildings built, but they use a pipe and they kind of lay it up on the side of the building, and you pour concrete into the pipe and it just kind of sucks it all the way up to the top. Maybe that is what will happen with higher buildings when we need to do concrete, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so I want to get myself parked right in the middle there. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Looks good. And this shouldn't be too bad. These are not that wide, so... Get up in here, come on. There we go. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Perfect. Doesn't have to be right on there, just as long as we can attach it and get it over to the job site. That's all I really care about. Just like that. Okay. And our final one here. Oop, oop, oop. Come on. Snug yourself up in there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Let's get this reset. Okay, guys. So we have got all of our materials now. Let's go dump these on top of the building with the crane and let's wrap this job up. Can we go? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sawmill and transport them to the marked area. All right. Like I said, guys, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. There's tons more episodes out there. We're on episode 24 already, so lots of other jobs to take a look at. Hopefully you guys enjoy everything. I actually went back yesterday and watched some of my older videos and how I've kind of progressed through some of these things. Trust me, It was horrendous when we started, but definitely got better as we went along here. And why is this taking me all the way over there? I don't want to go all the way over there. I need to go right through here. Out of my way! I'm stuck on the AI. Let me out. Okay. Just gotta follow the crane. Wherever the crane is, that's where I need to go. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy everything I do on these construction sim videos. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I know there's a lot more things that we're gonna get to build and construct as we go along, so hopefully you guys will continue to keep watching, and the best way to keep watching is to subscribe so you can see when I put out new videos. I do them pretty regularly, so should be very easy to keep track of. But everything will be in the playlist if you want to go back and look at anything else I've done, or, you know, totally up to you. Whatever makes you happy. Alright. First beams coming up. Boom, just like that. Wasn't there some cones down here too? I don't know. I think there was some cones really close to... Okay. Just double check. Was the cone all the way? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. Because I want to just kind of toss them. Because it's going to need some extra space to kind of toss these around. There we go. Make it easy for the workers who are going to be building the thing. You've got to put the material close to each area. Alright. Perfect. Boom. Delivery. Alright guys, we got our last one here, and this will get our job wrapped up. Right on the money. Okay. There it is. Boom. Large townhouse is completed. We did 9 stages, $435,600. We picked up 17,424 XP. We are now all the way back over here. I didn't even get to look at our building. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. I haven't driven the low boy in a while, so bear with me just a moment. We're gonna go back over to our job site and take a look at what we built. Because that's no way to end an episode, just by coming back to the materials dealer. That's not fun. And I forgot this lowboy truck is a little squirrely. It's got a little bit of a whip to it when you drive it really fast. I still want to build a church. I'm going to say that in as many episodes as I can, and hopefully at one point it's going to allow us to build a church. Be a really unique structure, and I'm sure we would need a lot of materials in order to do it. So, alright, so we are coming right up to where we were working. We're going to take a look at our creation. I think it was... yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh, our flatbed truck is still here. Okay, there we go. So there it is, guys. The large townhouse is now complete. Kind of fills in with all the other ones that were on the street. Not a bad job. That went actually through really quick. It said about 4.5 hours on the thing. Barely took us an hour and 15 minutes in total time to get this done. Looks fabulous. People got some great living space. So with that, guys, thank you very much once again for joining me for some more Construction Sim. Had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you guys did too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the playlist for everything else that I've done through this series. And I will see you guys on the next contract. Take it easy. Have a good one.